Hey everyone, Christopher Rocchio here, author of the Sun Eaters science fantasy series and 8-year veteran of the publishing industry, and today is a very special day. Now, as many of you know, over the last couple of years, I have released two short story ebook collections called the Tales of the Sun Eater, that's volumes 1 and 2, and this is a tradition that I am continuing this year with the release of Tales of the Sun Eater volume 3. I have been talking about it for months now, and a few of you have asked about it. Of course, you know I've been writing other short stories. And the time at last has come to reveal the cover for Tales of the Sun Eater Volume 3 and to put the book out there for you all to pre-order. The book will be releasing next month on September the 15th. That is a Friday. We will be back here on the channel for a live stream to celebrate the release of the new collection. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the Tales of the Sun Eater ebook sort of sub-series, connects to the greater Sun Eater universe, these are short collections, usually around half a dozen of my short stories, all set in the world of Empire of Silence and its subsequent novels. Now, these volumes have been done as ebook only for one very simple reason. That is, when I published the first one, I did not have enough short stories to publish a complete collection of my own short fiction, but it did not seem fair either to force my readers to go and track down half a dozen different anthologies just to read my stories. And so I thought what I would do is I would put the stories together, make an ebook of them, and publish an ebook so people who wanted to read the stories now and in one place could do so at a reasonable price. And so that when I collect all of my stories down the road in one complete volume, it will be done correctly the first time, completely the first time, and it will still be special. Now, that omnibus of all of my short fiction is still in the future and will still be a couple of years in the future. We have, however, reached the point where I have enough stories to do a third volume in the collection. There are 7 stories coming out in Tales of the Sun Eater Volume 3, 4 of which have never appeared anywhere else before, 3 of which are reprints. But I will tell you more about those after the cover reveal. So, without further ado, let's cut to it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the cover of Tales of the Sun Eater, Volume 3. The art was done by James Cook, who did the covers and is doing the covers for the Diamond Edition versions of Empire of Silence, sort of completing the look, being consistent with the look. We are planning on going back and having new covers done for Volumes 1 and 2 by James in the relatively near future. I'm going to give him a little bit of a break. He's been doing stuff for me for several months now between the Diamond Edition and this. So do stay tuned for those relatively soon. Now, as I mentioned before the break, this collection does include 7 stories, 4 of which are original to this collection, and 3 of which are reprints. Now, the original stories are After the Feast, Daughter of Swords, Reincarnation, and Parable in Iron. Of those, folks over on the Patreon will have read Daughter of Swords already. That is a Cassandra point of view story. After the Feast is Atavia Corvo. The other two stories are from new characters. The reprints are Gutter Ballet, Mother of Monsters, and The Archanaut, all of which feature new characters. Those appeared in various anthologies, either edited by me or in which I simply appeared. And so those 7 stories are together here for the first time. This is the only place to get them all together. There is a special edition coming out of this book that will combine these 7 stories with a novella that I have coming out probably in November. That novella is from the point of view of Laurie and Aristides. That special edition, which combines both of them, will probably also be coming out around November from Anderida Books. You'll learn more about it here on the channel. But that is a thing for another day. Right now, the book should be available for pre-order pending any difficulty from Amazon. So the link for that is in the description if you would like to go and reserve yourself a copy. The ebook is simply $4.99 US. There is no print edition for the reasons already explained. This book is only available in ebook. And that will be the case until the publication of a complete Sun Eater omnibus of all of my extant short stories. That will happen, if not next year, in 2024, probably in 2025. It should be the first thing that happens after the release of Book 7. Now, I want to reiterate that this book is ebook only. There is not a paperback. There is not a hardcover available. If you want to read these short stories, you must read them digitally. Now, I know that there are paper purists, of which I am one. But as previously mentioned, the reason I did this is because I don't want to publish a full book until I have all of my stories in one place. I think it would be a bit weird if I published an incomplete collection of short stories and then had to publish a more complete version later. So doing these in these little installments will be good. When I do that omnibus, it will include all the stories in Tales 1, 2, and 3, as well as some original stories and some stories that didn't make the cut. Folks may have heard about my story, The Royal Game, for example, which appeared in issue number 34 of Grimdark magazine. That story is not here. I do not have the legal right to reprint that just yet. When I sold that story to Grimdark magazine, they purchased a license to that story for a year, and that does not run out until April. That is their story exclusively until then. And so that story will appear in the omnibus. At the present moment, at least, there are no plans for Volume 4. This will be the last one before we get the collection all together. That collection will probably be the first thing that I deal with and put together after I complete Book 7. Now, Book 7, of course, I am about to get into. Now, this isn't a proper monthly update video, but I am about ready to turn in Disquiet Gods. I've got about a week, maybe 2 weeks of work left on it. Once that's done, I'm on to Book 7. I'm on to the last book in Sun Eater series. So that is very exciting. It's very surreal to be so far as I am. But for now, Tales of the Sun Eater Volume 3 can tide you over until the release of the next novella in November, and from November to the release of Book 6 in April. Once again, a link to pre-order the book is in the description down below. Tales of the Sun Eater Volume 3 will be releasing on September the 15th. That is Friday. Join me right back here on the channel on that day, September the 15th, for a special release day live stream. I will be right here, and I will see you next time.